Is it just me, or does this feel like a really short PSA against colonialism? Remember, kids, colonialism is bad. I mean, I'm not sure. The last time I've seen this kind of blatant PSA about colonialism was when I saw Disney's Pocahontas. Savages, savages, barely even human. You know, right? Christ. I actually don't have a lot to say about this episode. As ever, they're doing a good job with different locales and trying to vary up the graphics of the area. That's good. Let's see. The senator was weird. The chairman was one of the most typical obstinate bureaucrats I've ever seen. Anakin and Obi-Wan were weirdly passive in the face of what was basically the start of a miniature war. And I guess that's about all I got. I do want to say one thing, though. Really quick here. This is why the Old Republic failed. No, seriously. Because, if you remember, the Old Republic, the system, if you will, the Senate, the bureaucracy, whatever you want to call it, actually did do the right thing in the end, recognizing their sovereignty, declaring the militant, ridiculous guy out of line, and ensuring that this would, this situation would bow down, or cycle down, or whatever. But this is all incumbent on the idea that the Tals were okay with that. If they hadn't accepted peace, and they were fully in their rights not to, then this would have been a bad situation. This would have been a continued war between a member state of the Republic and a native people. And how do you think that would have gone? Especially in the middle of a clone war. So, my point being, the fact that it was allowed to get this far is endemic of everything that was wrong. Well, at least, excuse me, that's not true. Half of what was wrong with the Old Republic, and Chairman, I'm a bastard, is the other half. Because the first half is mired in bureaucracy. Everything just takes too long and requires too many levels of, too many layers of people to go through to get something to happen. Well, okay, I'll go to him, and I'll go to you. You will then go to them, they'll have a meeting, they will get back to him, he'll get back to her, and she'll get back to him. That's the layers here. And even that feels way more truncated than it probably should be. But that makes sense. This is one minor power in one minor quadrant of one minor area of the Republic. Imagine if this was something like Corellia, for God's sakes. And the other half of the problem is the more corrupt side of things. Remember, his entire purpose was, the articles of sentience do not apply to these people. They are savages. We have rights. This is our planet. We declare war. Go away. And he acted the entire time like he would have the full backing of the Republic military, including the clones with him, because they're part of the Republic military, the Grand Army, right? That's the only thing I really have to say about this episode, is a nice little window into just another side, another slice, if you will, of how messed up the Old Republic is, and why it was kind of destined to fall apart even if Palpatine hadn't shown up. I'll see you next time, guys.